Hello YouTube family, Greg D here. We're back for another video, and today we're going to be giving you a full Stage 1 review. As most of you know, or if you don't know, I do have a 2018 Volkswagen GTI S with the DSG, the 6-speed DSG, and I recently went and got myself a Stage 1 tune and also a DSG tune for Stage 1. So let me preface that by saying that I am also stock otherwise, and I kind of wanted to give my review on Stage 1 and give you, I actually haven't gone, I know surprising as this may sound because we just got it done this weekend, but I haven't had time to actually slap it in the sport mode and do a launch control, launch with it. So I kind of wanted to get my reaction here on camera, just so that you guys can see. In normal driving conditions, you can definitely tell the difference. It is amazing. So much more power, so much more torque. It's unreal. It's unreal, the difference. Like on the highway, I can pull in 6th gear like no problem. Not that you want to mash the pedal and floor it in 6th gear, but I mean, like, you can just cruising along, at 70 miles an hour, you can still pull up hills and everything. It's just amazing. Also, I probably should mention this as well, that I went through a custom tune design, so I didn't get any of the more well-known Volkswagen Audi ones like APR, AWE, just because they're so fucking expensive. I went through, his name is Boosted Euro on Instagram. I can leave a link at some point down in the description box, but yeah, Boosted Euro on Instagram. So if you are looking for someone who can give you like a custom tune, by all means check him out. He does great work. This tune is phenomenal. And one of the funny things that I probably will try to show you guys later is in sport mode, the car actually pops, farts, so it sounds really funny and really good. And I'm hoping that I can try to get it on camera. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear it or not, but in normal driving conditions, it's awesome. Another great thing is I haven't lost any kind of fuel economy at all. Driving on the highway, we're still averaging now. I'm still averaging about 35, 36 mpgs highway. For those, to put that into perspective, the EPA rates the GTI here at 24 city, 32 highway. So for me to be getting 35, 36, just cruising around is unbelievable. The biggest thing that I've noticed with this tune is the fact that like the throttle response is so much better. It's much more effortless to actually accelerate, to actually gain power, especially like living in Pittsburgh, PA. We have a ton of hills, so sometimes you have to work a little bit to get moving, especially up any of these hills, but it's so much more effortless. The torque is unreal. It's just amazing. And I feel like too, one of the pet peeves that I've always had with the DSG is how jerky it is in first gear, especially from like a roll, and the tune and the ECU tune and the DSG tune in combination kind of get rid of that. For the most part, I would say, it pretty much alleviates 95% of that problem. You still have situations where the DSG is going to be a little jerky, but it's fine. What else can I talk about here while I'm doing it? Let me see if I can maybe open up a window here real quick and get some of those poppies here. I don't know if you can hear this here. God, this thing just... There's the pops. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Most people might find that kind of annoying. And I had him do it so that it only does that in sport mode, just because daily driving, I don't want it to be like pop, pop, bang, bang. It just kind of gets annoying. But in this kind, when you want to have some fun, put it in sport mode. It's hilarious. My wife hates it, but I think it's hilarious. My wife's just like, it sounds like your car's backfiring. It sounds like your car's backfiring. It sounds like there's something wrong with your car. But yeah, honestly, I feel like if you're on the fence about getting a Stage 1 for your GTI or any Volkswagen, Audi that's newer, older, whatever, do it. It's worth the money. It's so worth the money. Like I said, you're not going to be losing, unless you're lead footing it around, you're not going to lose anything as far as your gas mileage is concerned. You're going to gain a lot of usable torque, even in normal daily driving conditions. Your throttle response is going to go up. Just your overall fun factor of driving the car, like, this car has become so much more fun to drive. I personally was going to keep this car for as long as I possibly could anyway, and now that I have the extra power, it's unreal. Now, the Boosted Euro, the guy that did this tune, custom tuned it for me, he said that, because my buddy is a certified Volkswagen technician, and he knows, he's friends with the Boosted Euro guy, so they kind of like talked. And he was like, my buddy who was the Volkswagen tech kind of was like the liaison between me and Boosted Euro, but he basically made it so that I gained the most power totally being stock. Now, probably at some point I will put on an intake, put on a downpipe just to gain a little bit more power and eventually go stage 2, but for now, it's awesome. This car is so much fun to fucking drive. It's unbelievable how much fun this car is. And now, I don't know if I believe this or not, but he's saying that this car has, and he's seen it because the Boosted Euro, he's obviously tuned a lot of Volkswagens. He's tuned a lot of Mark 7 Volkswagens. He has said that basically I have 330 horsepower and 350 torque, which I can maybe believe the torque. I don't think my horsepower is up that much. I think on just for being stock without needing like an intercooler or exhaust work. I don't know necessarily if that is the case. I might have to go and dyno the car myself at some point just to see, but I have a feeling that it's safe to say that I'm at least in the high 200s, maybe even close to 300 horsepower at this point. I'm probably well over 300 torque. I mean, this car is fast now. I wouldn't be surprised if this car is in the 5.5 second range, 0 to 60. So, and also too, it helps that this was a much cheaper route as opposed to, once again, doing it through an avenue like APR or AWE, going to an actual shop. It tends to help if you have some friends, I guess, in that aspect. So I had some connections there. But I mean, overall, like I said, if you're thinking about, or if you're on the fence about whether you should get a stage 1 tune, by all means do it. I had a stage 1 tune in my Mark 6, but I didn't have the DSG tune in the Mark 6 GTI. But I can definitely tell you that the DSG tune is also very much worth it. The transmission itself is much smoother. It seems more intuitive as far as knowing when to shift, when not to shift, like when to keep you in the power, when not to keep you in the power. So all in all, this is really well. I'm kind of stuck in fucking traffic, so I'll probably have to make a separate video as far as my reaction to launch control on sport mode goes. But I'm hoping you guys heard the pops. But for now, I guess I can't really do anything just because I'm stuck in traffic, like I said. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please, if you have a Volkswagen, if you have an Audi, get yourself stage 1. You will not be disappointed whatsoever. I promise you that. Thank you guys again for watching. And until next time, guys, see you soon.